told black people no. So in return, black people is telling her no. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear in this video that I call a demonstration is only the opinions of mine and others. Everything that you hear in this demonstration is only allegedly. Salute Yvette C. Salute. I see you. Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute to the replay game. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. Salute to all my moderators. Now, I was hoping that we could move on from the 2024 presidential election. Salute my boo. Salute my boo. But I see that there are still those that don't want to accept certain facts about this election. There are still some of those out there that still want to make it about Donald Trump. And as I and others have expressed this, Kamala Harris did not lose because of Donald Trump. It had nothing to do with Donald Trump. It had nothing to do with black men not having Kamala's back. It did not have nothing to do with black men not wanting a woman to run the country. It had nothing to do with any of that. It had to do with Kamala Harris. And y'all have to understand. Let me break it down to y'all in lamest terminology. Okay? I'm sure we all are familiar with slavery. Salute, Jamie. Salute, Capricorn Chronicles. So I'm going to use slavery to break this down. All right? And I'm hoping that you all can get a better understanding out of this theory that I'm breaking down, the demonstration that I'm going to break down using slavery. Now, contrary to what many of us believe, Abraham Lincoln did not free the slaves. Abraham Lincoln took the chains, the physical slavery off of us and put a mental slavery on us. All right. So, yes, I'm saying in the year 2024, we are still slaves. All right. Now, on the plantation, you had Master. All right. We knew who Master was. Master, you didn't have to try to figure out who Master was. You didn't have to try to figure out what Master was capable of doing. Master showed his true color. Master showed who he was. You knew off the rip, that's Master right there. All right. You know what you're going to get out of Master. All right. Trump is Master. All right. Now, you had slaves, and you had different kind of slaves. You had the field slave that worked out in the field. You had the house slave that worked inside. Okay? There was a difference between the house slave and the field slave. Now, even though the house slave and the field slave were of same complexion, they still had two different mind frames. Don't get it twisted. Because if you think that the house slave had the same mind frame that the field slave had, I need you to catch up. Please understand. House slave, field slave. Mind frames completely different. The house slave and the field slave both had the same jobs, just different descriptions and different duties. But what were their jobs? They both worked for master. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that because this slave made it into the house, that this slave that's in the house don't work for master, right? The house slave felt what? That he or she was better than the field slave. I'm in here with master. Y'all still out there. At times, the house slaves would laugh at the field slaves because the house slave thought that they made it. Kamala represents that house slave. All right. So now you and I had the choice of choosing who we wanted to be the president. Once again, we know master. We know what he about. We know Trump. We know what he about. We ain't got to figure out what he's about. Nobody don't gotta come to us and keep telling us what he's about. He represents the slave master. Now let's come back over here to Kamala. Kamala is the house slave. Drop a one if y'all are following me so far. Drop a one if y'all are following me so far. Kamala represents the house slave. We don't know if she's still for us, because I'm sure at one time she was a field slave. So we got to figure out, is this house slave going to throw us under the bus? All house slaves wasn't Sambos. Sambo was the real sellout, not Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom wasn't the sellout. Uncle Tom, in fact, was one of the slaves that did help the slaves. So we got to figure out what type of agenda is this house slave on. What's the best way to figure it out? Check her report card. Check her resume. All right. See what she about. All right. What did we do? We was checking her resume. She was showing us what she was about. The first sign for me, the first sign for me was before she was elected as vice president. A news reporter asked her, "What are you going to do for black people? Is it anything that you will be doing for black people? Is it anything that you're going to be doing for these slaves?" What did she say? Can somebody drop it in the chat or in the comment section? What did she say when the news reporter asked her, was she going to be doing anything for black people? What did she say? That's the first test that she failed. That's the first test that she failed. All right, let's go to some legal experts. I want to go to some legal experts, and then we're going to come back. She said no. Those were her words. Am I lying? Am I lying? Those were her words. If I'm lying, somebody talk to me. But she said it. She said no. She said, and if it's anything, and if I do anything for him, it will benefit everybody. Come on, y'all. But I think I know why y'all keep entertaining this, because y'all want to see the old man blow a head gasket. That's why y'all keep entertaining it. We're gonna get Shank Rock to blow a head gasket. No, you won't. No, you won't. You won't get me to blow a head gasket. Because I know what it is. I know what it is. But y'all keep coming around when y'all already know what it is. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. This ain't what I want, but let's go to this. Come on. This ain't what I want, y'all. Let's go to this for a minute, y'all. And then we're going to come back. I'll come back. DHS, as loyalty proves to be a key component for his picks. Plus, the U.S. Senate is set. The last race has been called, and now the Republicans hold a 53. As you can see, they've got a majority. You just need 51. They've got 53, so they are running the show. So the Republicans have 53. Now this is the House. Democrats have 47. This after being snubbed, an invite. Pennsylvania's Dave McCormick is set to be escorted into today's orientation by a sitting senator. And celebrating 30 years of music we all love, Andrea Bocelli opens up about his career. That's not what I want, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll read some comments. Y'all can drop some comments in the comment section, y'all. That's not what I want. Drop some comments in the comment section. Capricorn Chronicles says no. She failed the test. So y'all want us to vote for this woman, right? Y'all want us to vote for this slave that works for master and already told us slaves she not doing nothing for us. But in return, she wants to do things for the transgenders. Make this make sense. I know. Shank, she can't do nothing for one particular group. Get up out of here. Transgenders are a particular group. Transgenders are a group. So if she can do something for one group in particular, everybody don't benefit off of the policies and the things that she's going to be doing for transgenders. I'm not a transgender. So I won't benefit off of that. Come on. Get the wax out of your ears. Come on. Stop playing with the old man. Y'all playing with me. Because Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see that. A baby can see right through that. So stop playing with me. Capricorn Chronicles said that part. Come on. Come on. So the first test that she failed was when the reporter asked her, was she going to be doing something for the slaves? She said no. I watched Sirius say, that's the first test that she failed. All right, that's the first test that she failed. Let me get to this clip, y'all. I think I found this clip. I think I found the clip. Let me get to this clip. 14K says, "Bro, she lost it. Don't matter."
2016, but of course the two have become much closer in recent years. Rubio has also gained a lot of attention for his stance on Iran. Iran is constantly looking to hurt Israel. They seek to drive America out of the region and then destroy Israel. This is a group that wants to destroy Israel. Hamas exists to destroy the Jewish state of Israel. What are you supposed to do with an existential threat? You have to degrade it or eliminate it. I expect that they will respond. I don't think they're going to ask us, nor do they need us to help them in that regard. We're also watching as Trump has chosen Florida Congressman Michael Waltz, an Army veteran, to serve as National Security Advisor. We know there'll be a lot of focus on Waltz's view on Ukraine, a country he has visited in the past, in which he said there should be limits on what kind of support the U.S. provides to Ukraine. I don't think anybody's advocating for any military on the front line, but helping with that logistics planning, those operations, integrating the intelligence is incredibly important. Today, Israel's president is going to be in Washington meeting with a number of lawmakers, including Trump's nominee for UN ambassador, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. Other names being considered for key posts include Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota. There's a report overnight that she could head the Department of Homeland Security. The Trump transition team has not confirmed the report, and I just reached out to the governor's office a few minutes ago. We're looking to see whether or not Trump weighs in on social media. He's usually the one who likes to announce these big posts, and so we're looking to see if he talks about it before he heads to Washington tomorrow for his sit down with President Biden. The former First Lady and soon to be First Lady Melania Trump not expected to make the trip as well. Steve Ainsley, Brian and Lawrence, back to you.
Hey, Mark, a real quick question. So on the big wall, we've got Marco Rubio expected to be announced as Secretary of State. This story comes from the New York Times, and the New York Times says that Trump could actually change. He may change his mind. So does that mean this is a trial balloon, or what does it mean?
Well, we have certainly seen that in the past where there'd be a lot of talk that something was going to happen in the last minute. The former president, then the current president back 4 years ago, would change, call an audible, and change his mind. But we had heard overnight from sources familiar that it was likely to be Rubio. So at this point, if you were to pull back on that, if the campaign were to say, no, we're not going to do that, that would be a major story. So at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say it's going to be Rubio, but I guess we'll have to wait for the former president, soon to be president, to make his decision.
It ain't over till it's over.
See, already, if y'all peeping game, already Trump is respected. Why is he respected? Why do y'all think Trump is respected? Already he's respected. He's the slave master. You get where I'm coming from? And they already know what Trump is about. They already know Trump represents power. He tells you what he's going to do, and he goes and he does what he's going to do. Now, like I said, so now you got us slaves. We sitting back and we watching, and we like, okay, we got a choice to make. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all are going to let us slaves vote? Yeah, we want y'all votes because y'all opinions matter. All right. Now, the field slave, he's more in tune with what's going on than the house slave. The house slave then had the wool pulled over their eyes. Like I said, they in the house. So they living better than the field slave. But the field slaves know what it is. And the field slave respect it for what it is. The field slave knows that's master right there. All right. The field slaves is not really expecting too much from master because that's master. So for all of y'all that keep saying Trump is going to set us back, Trump is not going to give black people nothing, Trump is not going to do this, we slaves. So we ain't expecting nothing from Trump. However, each plantation was ran different. Each slave master handled their slaves different. You had some slave masters that wouldn't give his slaves nothing. You had some slave masters that wouldn't allow his slaves nothing. But then you had others that was a little lenient with his slaves. You had others that, you know, did give his slaves more than the other slave masters. All right. But you gotta focus on this house slave because the house slave is more dangerous than master. Why? Because you're not going to put your trust in master. And if you do put your trust in master, it's only going to be about that much of your trust that you're going to put in master because it's master. However, this house slave is so dangerous because the house slave at any given time can come to the field slaves and talk that field slave talk. Ain't that what we seen Kamala doing? Why y'all think she brought the celebrities up there? Why do you think she brought the celebrities up there? Because she thought, and they thought, that we worship and we idolize our celebrities. Is it registering to y'all? Are y'all following me? That's the whole purpose of them spending millions and millions of dollars. Do you realize all the millions of dollars that they spent getting them celebrities to come up there? When if they were smart, they would have brought some of those field slaves up there. If they really wanted to play chess, if they really wanted to outsmart us, they would have grabbed some of the field slaves like me and you and brought us out there and put us up on the front to show the other field slaves. See what we doing for y'all? But instead, they brought some other house slaves to put in front of the field slaves to try to trick us. That's the second failed attempt that she done. I know for the people that know it for what it is, I know y'all get it. But for those that keep trying to push this agenda that Kamala lost because black people are sellouts, for those that think that black men don't want to see a black woman in leadership, are you finally getting what we have been saying to you all? Salute Dens Diva. It ain't had nothing to do with the slave master. It ain't had nothing to do with master. Master is master. It had to do with the house slave, Kamala. So those two F's that she already got on her report card. And there's more. Give me a minute, y'all. There's more. There's more. She failed.
Thank you, sir.
It's pretty much a done deal. He was second in the running when it came down to the vice presidential choice. It was also just reported that Tom Cotton will ascend to the Gang of Eight as the chairperson of the Intelligence Committee for the Senate. So I think it's pretty much that Marco Rubio is going to be the secretary.
Right, and Tom Cotton is going to, he's been on our program a number of.
All right, let me address Shirley. Salute Shirley. Let me address Shirley. Salute Shirley. Let me address this. All right. Salute Shirley. Shirley says, "Hi, Shank, moderators and Rock Squad. Shank, no disrespect, but where are you getting your news from? The way you talk, it sounds like you're watching Fox News. I watch Fox News, so I totally disagree with you. Okay, my opinion. Now I watch it all. CNN, Fox. I watch the local news. Salute Miss Parker. I watch it all. Now, my opinion, my perspective is how I see it. So the information that I'm speaking on, what I'm telling you all, is my opinion based on facts. Based on facts. Okay, I said she failed in 2 attempts. She got 2 F's on her report card. The first F was what? When the news reporter asked her, what will she be doing for black people? Right? Now, it's a fact. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a fact that when the news reporter asked her, what are you going to do for black people? She said nothing. And she said, if I did, and she stuttered. She said, and if I do something for black people, it will benefit everybody. That's a fact. That's a fact. CNN showed that clip. Fox showed that clip. That's a fact. The second F that she get on her report card is what? The celebrities, the millions and millions of dollars that the Democrat Party spent on bringing the celebrities up on stage with her. That's a fact. See what I'm saying? It's a fact. And if you've been rocking with me, you know, I stick to the facts. I might reach here and there, salute Just Jay, but I stick with the facts. So her 2 F's on her report card are facts. If they're not a fact, somebody prove me wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. Let's just focus on the 2 F's on her report card. Let's focus on the 2 failed attempts on her report card. She failed us in. She failed us when the reporter asked her, what are you going to do for black people? What did she say? Somebody tell me. What did she say? I won't be doing nothing for black people. And if I did, it would benefit everybody. Those are Kamala words. The second failed attempt was what? When she brought all those celebrities up in her campaign. Where were the mothers and fathers? Where was the mothers and fathers that lost their sons and their daughters to police brutality? Where were they at? Somebody help me understand this now. Where were they at, Shirley? I'm going off of the facts. I know when Fox is playing a game. I know when CNN is playing a game. I know when the Republicans are playing a game. I know when the Democrats are playing a game. Remember, Shirley and everybody else, I ride neutral. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. So I could see both sides BS. I could see the good from both sides. I could see the bad and the ugly from both sides. Shirley says I have to find that clip. Mecca says push the like button. Get my likes up, y'all. We got over 200 people, and it's early in the morning. Then I run this platform different from how I run the Shank Rock platform. Over here on this platform, After Dark with Shank, it's all about business. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. Y'all got to get my likes up. Y'all got to support this platform. The Cash App is $ERICMCINT. Drop $1 on the Cash App. Drop $5 on the Cash App. Drop $10 on the Cash App. Hey, drop $100 on the Cash App. Get my likes up. We got over 200 people in here with only 14 likes. Double tap the screen. I run this platform different from how I run my main channel. This platform right here, it's all about business. I need y'all to support me. But let's go back, y'all. So let's focus on the 2 F's that Kamala has on her report card.
Times over the last year said, I got small kids. I don't want to run for president and stuff like that. But apparently he's going to be the number 3 guy in the Senate leadership, the conference chair.
Yeah, Senator said she's still in contention for it, so she has to wait for tomorrow.
That's not hasn't officially been appointed yet, but we know his story very well because he ran for president. Heard his speeches saying, I moved to Miami, my parents moved over, my grandfather lived under this communist regime in Cuba. His dad had to work as a bartender at weddings and things like that. His mom raised the kids during the day, and she was a maid at a hotel. So his story is really inspirational, and now he goes on to be a senator.
Susie, I watched Anthony Blinken for the last 4 years run around and go to all these meetings, and nothing ever happened good. Nothing. Everything got worse. When he goes in and meets with officials over in the region, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been working on China. He identified them as a huge threat. He's talking about the multiple areas which have infiltrated our country. Do you think he's going to take a backward step when he's one-on-one? Or even with Vladimir Putin, especially with Iran? Iran right now, this is the critical time. Right now, their nuclear program is totally exposed. Totally exposed. And they promised an attack on Israel. That's going to be front and center for the Secretary of State. So do they do a deal at the last minute to preserve their country or not? But Brian, it's the pairing. So
are y'all following? Are y'all seeing what's going down? Do y'all see Trump means business? And let me say this also. Let me come to y'all and say this also. No matter where you're at in life, no matter what you got going on in life, you can't get too comfortable, because war is sometimes needed. War is sometimes needed. No matter where you're at, if you're working a 9 to 5, if things aren't going right on that 9 to 5, you have to come out of your comfort zone. No matter where you're at in life, no matter what you got going on, you got to come out of your comfort zone to shake things up. Now, when you come out of your comfort zone to shake things up, those that aren't used to coming out of their comfort zone, they're not going to understand it. They're not going to understand it. Go to the scriptures. When Jesus flipped over the tax collector's table in the house of the Lord, they knew what it was, but the average person didn't understand it. And the average person was able to take that and run with it. See, I told you Jesus wasn't peace. I told you Jesus didn't represent peace. Oh, he represented peace. And even in his second coming, what do it say? The description is in Revelations. I seen the Son of Man coming, his second coming, and the Son of Man had a sword. What was dripping from the sword? Now, this is Jesus. This is the description that they're giving you in Revelations of Jesus. He had blood dripping on the sword, dripping from the sword. Are y'all following me? I see you spoken facts. I see y'all. I'm trying to get through this demonstration. I'm trying to get through this demonstration, y'all. But I see y'all in the chat. I gave y'all the demonstration from Revelations. The woman dressed in purple. Y'all ain't want to hear that. The Democrats didn't want to hear that. It's in Revelations. The woman dressed in purple. That's Kamala. We seen the picture of her dressed in purple.
You got Marco Rubio, who will presumably be at stake. You got Walt, who's going to be the national security advisor. And then on the world stage, you got Elise Stefanik, who has been critical of the regime. I'm just wondering who's going to be Secretary of Defense. But right now, that pairing together, you got a powerhouse when it comes to the national security.
Look at that wall. That's so powerful.
Yeah. And you know the thing about that wall is that is a lineup of Trump loyalists. I mean,
look at his wall. Susie, look. Mike, Lee, Stephen, Tom. Look at his wall. And I know what some of y'all are going to say. What are y'all going to say? What are some of y'all going to say? Shane, how come it ain't no black people out there? I don't see no Asians up here. I don't see no Mexicans up here. See, it's not about black or white. It's not a black thing. And this is what I was saying to y'all. It's not about a black thing. As black people, we gotta always stop crying when we don't see one of us in these positions. Because contrary to what you may believe, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. A lot of black people don't even deserve to be in these positions. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. I'm keeping it 100. When Trump came forward and spoke these things about black men not supporting black women, not Trump, Obama, when Obama came forward and talked all this hobo about black men not supporting black women, he should have been talking about the many black people that get in position like him and ain't do nothing for us. I'm so sick and tired of blacks always complaining and crying about we're not a part of something. Some things just wasn't meant for black people to be a part of. Some things as black people, we just need to stay out of it. Some positions, black people just do not belong in. Are y'all following me? But if black people would stop worrying about being a part of white establishments, and if black people would focus on building their own establishments, if black people will come out of white people politics and make their own politics and build their own, then we can get somewhere. But as long as a black person is a part of any white establishment, they're going to be used, abused, and confused. Do y'all follow me? Do y'all follow me? I'm going to give it to y'all raw and uncut. No chaser. And I done told y'all get my likes up. And hit the Cash App. The Cash App is $ERICMCINT. Y'all support everybody else so y'all can support me. I don't run this platform like I run the main channel. The main channel, I'm more laid back. I do a lot of laughing, and I let y'all get away with a lot of things on the main channel. Well, this is my business channel, and it's all about business over here, and it's all about me keeping it raw and uncut for y'all because that's what y'all need. Y'all don't need nobody to sugarcoat stuff to y'all. Y'all need the hard truth, the hard facts for y'all to get in line. Yeah, I said it. Y'all need to get in line. Keep pushing this narrative about black men not being there for Kamala. Why should we be there for her? That's the best y'all could give us as black women? And y'all always quick to holler about, the black women is independent. Oh, the black women, That's the best that y'all could give us? But I tell you, the majority of the black women that's out here doing it, the majority of the black women out here that are trying to live righteous lives and are virtuous women, they mad. And they ain't mad at the brothers. Shout out to all those black women that see the bigger picture. Shout out to all those black women that see Kamala for what it is. Because all black women are not on Kamala's side. So don't get it twisted. It ain't all black women. It's just a small minority of black women that wants to put the blame on the black men. That's the best y'all could give us? Kamala Harris, who won't even identify with her nationality? When you ask her about what's her nationality, she identifies with Indian. Her mother was from India. Do y'all know when it comes to racism, do y'all know that the Indians are the most racist people on the earth towards black people? And y'all want to stick this Indian woman, this impersonator, y'all want to stick her in front of the black community and expect for black people to vote for her when she don't even identify, when her people are the most racist towards black people? Huh? Let's talk. Let's talk. Give me Master. Give me Master. I'm rolling with Master. I'm rolling with the white boy / orange man. Give me him. I'm going to roll with him. Because I know what he about. But you ain't going to sit this Indian woman who she identifies with. Now, I done broke it down to y'all why she falls under the black card. Her father is Jamaican. That's the card that she fall under. But since she want to identify with being Indian, and some of y'all fools want to identify with her being Indian, all right, so now you stick this Indian woman, and they are the most racist people towards black people, and you want me to vote for her. What black woman is going to cook any damn thing in a bathtub? Look at the third F she got on her report card. She cooking collard greens in a bathtub. Man, if y'all don't get this impersonator up out of here, if y'all don't get this impersonator up out of here, are y'all crazy? Y'all crazy? And y'all was expecting me to vote for that?
So essentially, over the last 6 months,
I'm experiencing, boy, I done must have rubbed some people the wrong way this morning. I'm experiencing all kind of difficulties with my audio. Oh man. Oh man, I better slow down. That's Master. That's Master way of telling me I Shank Rock. I done told you about that teaching, didn't I? Let me jump down here. Hold on, I missed it. Who was cooking greens in the tub? Kamala. Kamala. Greens in the tub. Come on now. Williams says racism isn't about person preference, it's about leaving black people struggling and owning America. But y'all see what I get now when I give it to y'all raw and uncut. Because I know what I'm talking about. Now I don't know a lot. And I'm sure that you all know more than me. I know about that much. But I know what I know. I know what I know. There are plenty of people that would make a better president than Donald Trump. I've said this. However, Biden damn sure doesn't make a better president than Trump. And Kamala doesn't make a better president than Trump. I'm sure she will make a decent president. I'm sure. And I say this all the time. I don't feel like Kamala could have done any worse than the other presidents. So I feel like she would make a decent president. However, Trump makes a better president than Kamala. I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all. And I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm not against Trump. I'm not a Kamala supporter, and I'm not against her. I just call a spade a spade. If you can't see that Trump makes the better president than Kamala, you're in your feelings, and you need to come out of your feelings. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I don't. But with Trump, Trump has always been around black people. Yeah, Shane, but he wouldn't rent to them black people that's in New York. Do you really know why he didn't rent from them? Maybe he didn't want to rent from them because he didn't feel like he was going to get his money. Now, I do feel like when it comes to the Central Park Five, I feel like Trump was wrong on that. You know, like I said, there are things when it comes to Trump that I do feel like, you know, he's wrong on. I'm not going to sit up here and paint this pretty picture of Donald Trump. It's some things that I disagree with Trump. It is. You know, the Project 2025, when it comes to the frisk and search, I disagree with that. I do. When it comes to the drug dealers getting life, I'm in between because to me, it's a good thing because as black people, aren't we tired of selling drugs? I mean, it's wrong. So we cannot justify our wrongs just because we are black. It's no different from white people benefiting off of white privilege. And I'm tired. And I'm here to tell white people as well as black people, we got to start taking accountability. We got to wipe out white privilege. But we also got to wipe out black people using the black card. You can't use the black card in every situation. If a black person is wrong, they wrong. Now, if the black person is a victim, that's something different. But if you out here and if you selling drugs, if you out here and you're destroying your community, you're wrong. What part of this y'all don't understand? What part of this y'all not getting? Salute Positive Vibes. They got me on one. They got me on one Positive Vibes. But this platform is strictly about business. This ain't nothing like my main channel. My main channel, Shake Rock, y'all can get away with a lot of stuff over there. But you can't get away with the BS over here. I'm getting ready to stop the live because we got 156 watching. We got 227 people watching and only 25 likes. If y'all don't get my likes up, if my likes don't get up to 50 likes, I'm going to end this demonstration. Also, hit my Cash App. The Cash App is $ERICMCINT. If I don't get at least $50 on my Cash App, I'm ending this live. I ain't playing with y'all over here. I'm not playing with y'all. I don't got time to play with y'all. I'm tired of white privilege. But at the same time, I'm tired of black people using that race card. When we get in trouble, we automatically blame it on white people. White people ain't make your dumb ass go out there and break the law. White people ain't make you go and do the dumb things that you do. Stop blaming white people all the time. Now, don't get it twisted, white people. I don't want y'all to get it twisted and say, yeah, that's my man right there. Because white people, y'all got to stop living off white privilege. And y'all immigrants, y'all got to stop coming to this country and y'all got to stop looking down on black people. I see it. I see it. We all got to evolve. We all got a job to do. We all got to clean up ourselves to make America a better place to live. Now, since y'all ain't hit my Cash App and since y'all ain't get my likes up, I'm going to end this demonstration. And I'll do all my demonstrations like this. So make sure when you come over here, make sure you hit my like button and make sure you drop at least $1. I'll take $1 on the Cash App. At least drop $1 on my Cash App. I ain't playing with y'all. Salute everybody. I'll see y'all on the next demonstration. And don't come back if you ain't gonna hit that like button. I'll work with y'all on the Cash App. I'll work with y'all. But if you can't hit that like button, I don't need you over here. And that's how I'm carrying it on this platform. Salute, Shirley. I appreciate you for pulling up. And no disrespect. And I didn't take your comment as disrespect. You was just asking a general question, you know. So no disrespect. But for me, when it comes to Kamala, she failed. She failed. She did. And I do think she would make a decent president. I think she would make a decent president. I do. I don't think Kamala could have done any worse than those that came before her. But I just don't feel like she would make a better president than Trump. And like I said, for me, it was the things that I was watching her. And when they brought all them celebrities, they spent like $50 million on them celebrities. They paid the celebrities. Come on. That's a dope fiend move. Y'all don't see that? That's a play. That's a play. Now you thinking the celebrities, yeah. Beyonce and them, yeah, they voting for her. Yeah, Beyonce and them, they liked her. No, Beyonce and Eminem, they liked the millions of dollars that they got from her to come up on stage with her. That's a play. That's a dope fiend move. Come on, y'all. The old man shouldn't have to tell y'all these things. These are things that y'all should see. Clear the wax out of your ears, get out your feelings, and then maybe you could see what I'm giving to y'all. It was a play. The Democrat Party was trying to run a play on us. Don't y'all get it? Don't y'all see? A YouTube play. What part y'all don't understand? What part of this y'all don't understand? And that's why I said I'm tired of giving y'all this free game. I've been giving y'all game for over 2 years for free. That's why I'm going to make y'all pay for this game. Because I know if y'all pay for the game, if y'all pay for what I'm giving y'all, then y'all will take it in and y'all will learn from it. You can't learn from anything that's free. Y'all hit my Cash App, $ERICMCINT. Y'all hit that like button. Salute. I'll see everybody back tomorrow at 8 a.m. And remember, don't come over here if you can at least hit that like button. The Cash App, I can work with y'all on that. But I got 222 people watching with 28 likes. Come on, man. Come on. Salute everybody.